Guys, in your quest to find some love, you might want to improve your body in some ways, but who has time to improve every part of it? You gotta be efficient in that. And so we have a list that Mickey's gonna present to us from Cosmo of women ranking their favorite body parts. So at the top of the list, you don't gotta worry about that shit. But as we get down to the lower part, do whatever you can to improve it. It'll increase your chances.
The more important stuff. Some of this stuff you can't change, I don't think. So
We can
number
try.
11 is back dimples. I feel like that's kind of a natural occurrence. Can you get those through working out?
I don't think so. Well, it could be that if you have a lot of extra weight on you, eventually some will go to your back and it might fill in the dimples. It'll be like, boop.
That's true. Back dimples? Pretty hot.
Yeah.
Pretty hot. I'd
Okay,
say that.
I can say, I think that girls with like the dimples, that's very attractive.
Yeah, I
A good
generally
lower back.
think backs in general are pretty sexy. I'm not sure why.
Okay, well, continue.
But anyway, all right, so down to number 10 is penis.
Yeah, and notice how high up on the list that is.
Yeah, that's so, well, I mean, because what can you really do about it? You know, you have what you have.
Well, there's surgery and stuff like that.
Yeah, but,
No.
I mean, only in extreme cases I think you should go that route. But yeah, sure. Other than dick pics, it's not really a cool thing. But, you know, if I'm going to have sex with you and your penis is there, that's something I'm going to notice.
Yeah.
So,
well, I mean,
hopefully.
so guys definitely do think about it, but it's good to know that women don't exactly rate it high in terms of aesthetics. They just generally don't think it's very attractive, so you don't have to worry about it much. But I do wonder, I guess this is all about how things look, because you'd think if it was like the value it brings, they would rate it higher.
Yeah, that's a very superficial list in general, but, you know, I'm kind of glad that penis is so far down the list and like all these other things are in front of it.
Well, let's keep going.
Okay, so number 9 are your hands. I think that that's true. I think that women kind of prefer like a larger hand. I would say
Long fingers.
I would say that, you know, kind of
Veins,
like if
perhaps?
I feel like you're a lumberjack and you've got like big, rough, strong hands, I think that that's kind of a sexy thing.
Jeez.
Yeah,
She might not make it through this whole video.
Yeah.
Okay, hands, I can buy that. I don't think guys would put that a lot higher on the female list, but interesting, there's some differences.
True. Well, I'm not sure if you think about it, but maybe seeing like a woman with petite hands would be something you're like, but you would think about it.
Like
It's just
tiny hands that can barely grip a plum.
A plum,
That sounds
yeah.
nasty.
Grip a plum. Number 8 are shoulders. And that's a good one. Women, I think, generally like men with broad shoulders. Again, not something you can
no big
change.
deal.
But if you have good posture, if you slouch or whatever, and you change your posture, that can do wonders for your shoulders.
But girls like that because it provides like that, like the V kind of shape if you have wide shoulders.
Yeah. Well, and I think it makes
strong.
it makes your pecs look bigger. It looks, you know, you look stronger. Like you could pick me up, things like that. But shoulders are great.
Okay.
Just improve your posture, I think. You can also work out parts of your shoulders at the gym.
Yes,
or
this
whatever,
is definitely something you can improve.
Yeah, there's things you can work on.
Okay.
7, pecs and chest. And I think that makes a lot of sense. Also something you can work on at the gym.
Yeah.
And
And the main thing guys do work on.
Yeah, I would say so. Don't skip leg day, though. I'm just saying, don't skip leg day.
Okay.
But on the flip side, I am not really into like huge buff dudes. I like a nice tone, you know, some toning, maybe some muscle. But like if you're bulking it up, you're looking for a very specific type of woman. And if that's what you want, then great. But I know a lot of girls say that.
A lot of girls say that. I don't know how much I actually trust them, but they do say that anyway.
I'm not attracted to someone who looks like the stereotypical, quote, meathead. Okay. I'm just not into it, but that's just
totally fair.
Yeah. So, and number 6, we're back to the back. So, that was unintentional, but that happened.
Bringing sexy back.
Sexy.
You should if you can.
And that's true. I guess this is focusing more on like the upper back, like your shoulder blades and like your back muscles.
Yeah.
Again, it's just like a sign of strength.
And it makes sense because that's a big portion of body real estate.
And it's mostly muscle.
Yeah.
Like if you know, I feel like that's an easy place to work out too.
Yeah. That's fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sexy.
Also, girls, good back is important.
Yes, for everyone. Everyone should just have good backs. Number 5, are eyes. And for me, this would be way farther down the list. Like, that would be like number 2. But a good pair of eyes. And this list says, light blue ones, slay me. The writer of this article loved light blue eyes. And I think that's great, but generally, I think if you have eyes, you're good to go. Like, I
Sorry, those of you who don't have eyes.
Sorry if you don't have eyes. But in general, I think that most eyes are, there's no bad eyes out there. I know some people who are like, I have brown eyes and that sucks. It's like, no, brown eyes are sexy. Blue eyes are also sexy. Green eyes are even sexier.
Red
like,
eyes? Black eyes?
Yeah,
Beautiful.
Well, it could be a little weird. If you're wearing colored contacts, they're kind of creepy. But in general, I think eyes are great. Eyes are one of those things where it's like, you got them, you're gold.
Yeah.
Good on
Well,
you.
you've got them. Chances are. Okay, so feel better about yourself. Okay, what's number 4?
Number 4, abs.
Okay.
Abs.
Would this be number 1 on your list? But we'll get to that. But,
No.
Okay, so number 4.
But abs are
high.
great. But it's another one of those things that you shouldn't really overdo. I'm good with definition. I'm good with a 6-pack, but like 8-packs get a little scary.
Yeah, but think about it. But to have a nice 6-pack, like when you're just lounging around, you have to have an 8-pack at the gym. Because no matter what you have at the gym, it's like, afterwards.
True. But
For me, it's that way all the time. But
I generally like my ab. This whole area is just my ab.
One ab.
But I think that,
I like a nice curve to the ab. But what I love about that is, like, okay, if you can theoretically overdo it, feel free to overdo it. That's much better off than most guys who just have a gigantic beer gut.
If you're going to overdo one part of your body, I guess abs are the place
or penis.
to go. Or overdo the penis.
Yeah. Okay, well, number 3?
Number 3, Happy Trail. Even though that's a horrible name for it, is what this article says.
Yeah, I agree.
So I guess, that's totally fine. I don't really have a preference, like, if you have a happy trail or not. I guess it's kind of like a manly thing, like,
hair?
How rugged you are. I would prefer, like, I would say a nice, sexy beard would be better. I don't really
So you want to see hair, but not necessarily leading down there.
I just don't care.
Okay.
I think if you've got, the only time hair is like a turn off is like if you've got a really, like, hairy back or like butt crack. I don't know. Maybe you could trim those things.
Yes.
Otherwise, your happy trail, sure. Some women are really turned on by it, but I would prefer a big bushy beard.
And this is one of the easiest things to control. Perhaps you should control the amount of hair on your body.
I just don't want anyone to feel like, I don't have a happy trail, really. It's very light. And
so you buy pubes from Eric Cartman to glue down your happy trail.
I think you're fine if you don't have one. It's fine.
Okay.
Number 2 are your forearms. Sure.
Yeah. Well, I thought it was interesting in the article, she says that the forearms are like the visual penis because they have veins and stuff.
Yeah.
I don't anymore, but back in the day, man, I used to be so vascular, as Dennis from Always Sunny always says. I used to have so many veins and it looked really cool.
One of my ex-boyfriends is a drummer and had like very big forearms, but I also just kind of associate it with like, I don't know, masturbating. So you masturbate a lot.
That's not how you build a muscle.
You could.
Was that his problem?
Do it enough. No,
but also it's bear in mind it's one of the more visual parts of the body. It's often shown when you're wearing t-shirts in a way that your back isn't. Yeah.
If you're wearing like a nice collared shirt and you've got good forearms, that's great.
So what was number 1?
Number 1, and I'm a little surprised by this one, is the side neck area. This area? I guess it's because it's so sensitive, I think. And I know a lot of people that, like, if you kiss their neck, it's like a big turn on for them. And it's a very visible area. And I don't know if there are girls out there who like to give guys hickeys, but that's where a lot of that happens.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think that's a really sexy one. I am surprised that it is number 1.
Yeah, I think that a lot of guys are going to see that at number 1. And this is going to be one of the cases where they're like, oh, shut up. No, it's not actually your favorite body part. You're trying to be cute and romantic and Jessica Simpson about it. It's not actually your favorite. You're not like, well, that guy's got a big gut, but look at that side neck area.
That side neck,
no,
though.
You're not. You're lying. But it is romantic and cute, and so I appreciate that. I can say from my point of view, and we'll do the women's list in a couple weeks or something, I do actually think that a good neck on a girl, a neck and then the clavicle area and the shoulders and stuff, I think that because you don't often see that area necessarily exposed like the shoulders, I do actually think it's very attractive, but I think that you women are lying.
Yeah, and for me, I'm just surprised that there aren't more things about the face on this list. I think I'm very much...
the jaw.
Yeah, exactly. My number 1 would be like jawline and cheekbones.
Let's see your top 5.
So my top 5's, well, God, that's rough. But definitely, like, I prefer, so eyes would be up there. Like I said, if you have eyes, you're good to go. I like a strong jawline, you know, good, nice features, you know, kind of chiseled features. If you've got a beard, that's great. And then I guess just being, I kind of like a lean to muscular guy. You don't have to be like really built. How many is that, 4? It's weird because and this isn't a physical thing, but sense of humor is huge on the list for me. And you could be lacking in kind of any other of those characteristics if you make up for it with your sense of humor. Like, I've dated guys who were shorter than me, kind of chubby, because they were really funny, and we had a good connection.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and I think that's, you know, that's part of being person to person. There's a connection
up until you said that, I was going to say, so the next time you're dating someone, you should bring him in, and we'll evaluate his BMI and how funny this motherfucker is, and see if you're lying to us. He better be funny.
You know.
He better like Archer. I like all of your responses. I do think it's interesting what's not on this list. So there's nothing leg related on this list. No like powerful thighs or anything like that.
Yeah.
Butt is not on the list for guys, which I think is interesting.
Butts. I love butts.
Me too. They're great. They're wonderful. But butt's not on the list. Let's see. So hair is not on the list. Girls apparently don't care about a guy's hair.
That's not true, though. I feel like having a full head of hair is a good thing. Maybe we don't think about it until we see someone who's losing their hair. But also there are ways around that. You know, if you kind of shave it close or, you know.
Yeah. No lats or anything like that. Not on the list. No, girls don't like the big lats, I guess.
I'm not sure that it's not a focus.
I think that when you see a guy at the beach or something with like a nice thin stomach and lats, I think girls notice it.
Yeah, sure.
But anyway, so that's interesting. Now this is that's Mickey's opinion and also the Cosmos survey results. Your results may vary, so females or gay males, feel free head down below the like button to the comments. Let us know what your favorite body parts for men are, and rest assured, in a couple of weeks we'll be back with the female list, and we'll try to have Mickey be there.